histamine is something that we find in a lot of the foods that we eat, and the body should be able to take care of it and get that out of the body so it doesn't accumulate and create these symptoms. But some people seem to be having a problem getting rid of this histamine, so if you put this person that's having trouble getting the histamine out of the body together with foods that are really high in histamine, then you have the ability to create a lot of trouble. So some of the foods that appear to be higher in these histamines are things like processed foods and aged cheeses. So things that are kind of have preservatives, and processed meats have a lot of preservatives. So foods that are aged or preserved seem to be very high in histamines. And things that are fermented, like sauerkraut and other fermented foods. The vegetables that seem to be the highest and most problematic are tomatoes, eggplants, and spinach. And the tropical fruits, pineapple, bananas, papayas, and citrus fruits seem to be higher in these histamines. The fish like mackerel, tuna, sardines, and herring, along with shellfish. And then strawberries, nuts and peanuts, licorice and chocolate, sorry about your luck, soy, egg whites, and then additives like colorants and preservatives. These are the things that seem to be higher in histamines. And there's other foods that are, it's kind of debatable whether they're really high in histamines, and a lot of people disagree on these. But these are the ones that most people agree on. And if someone wanted to improve the situation by reducing the level of histamines that they were consuming, these would probably be the foods that you really want to start off with. I don't think somebody really needs to be psycho about all the foods that contain any histamine, or foods that some people might think contain higher levels of histamine but others don't feel like it. And just keep in mind that if you're trying to improve your histamine intolerance issue by reducing these foods, you're not really fixing the actual problem, you're just managing the issue so that maybe you reduce the symptoms that you're experiencing by eliminating or really reducing these foods that you might be consuming a lot of, which is really still beneficial. You're really still improving symptoms that you're dealing with. You feel and function better, so I'm not against that at all. But we really like to look at the most common underlying causes of issues and address that so that a person might have a little bit more freedom.